one of the things that I've been really grateful to be a part of over the years with our clients is working with personal injury attorneys because they serve a really important, purpose for their clients when their clients are, encountering challenges from having been in an accident or having something else, unfortunate happen to them. And so we love serving our attorneys who serve in that personal injury space because it allows them to resolve things, give people the support that they need. And so I'm going to talk today about our process and how we've been able to consistently get our personal injury clients leads for $100 or less, which has allowed them to grow and scale their business. So stay tuned and we'll talk about it today. So one of our longstanding clients who is coming up on being with us 10 years is a personal injury attorney. In our area, we serve personal injury attorneys and attorneys around the country, but this one's actually in our area. So I'm grateful that I've had plenty of face-to-face meetings with this client as well. But they are in the personal injury space. And when they started out, it was just them and one assistant. And now over the years, they continue to grow. They're looking at adding on more attorneys. Their business is really expanding. They're getting busier and busier. I can see not only the dozens and dozens of leads that they get every month from us, but also I can see how busy they're getting and how much more they're getting out there, more referrals they're getting. And it's awesome because they've taken the long view of growing their business. And anytime we partner with a client, we love that approach and that attitude because we know we can make an impact immediately within the first few months, but really in the long run, where we love seeing the impact is seeing things continually improving over time and really setting up a marketing engine that allows them to turn the dials and get more business when they need it or dial things back slightly when they're in a busy season. But it allows them to consistently depend on getting more and more business in, new clients that they can serve. And so we've consistently for a long time now gotten the majority of our personal injury clients leads for less than $100. There are seasons based on the competition and a lot of factors where we've even seen those leads be at the $50 mark or under, which is always awesome. But our process is what allows us to be consistent in having a consistent cost per lead. And again, it's been under $100 for quite a long time. Even as competition's grown, even as Google has changed, there's been a lot of things that have changed and we still are able to target that and consistently get great results for our client. One of the things that allows us to stay on top of that and that I'd encourage you to be aware of and make sure whoever you're working with from a marketing perspective is taking this approach. Or of course, if you choose to work with us, we would of course take this approach. This is what we do all the time, is making sure that there's continual market research on what the market is demanding. So there's a handful of ways that we do this based on the account and the needs. But one of the simple ways to do that is just monitor how search traffic is changing in the area that our client serves, because based on seasonality, based on other competitors in the market, based on what the media is doing, there's a lot of factors that affect how somebody is going to search for something that they need. So we are always monitoring that and making sure that as search trends change, we're watching that. But we also, whenever possible, ask our clients to share any interviews that they've had with their clients that they can share, or any testimonials or any feedback. And we also like to, when we're able to, and it's dependent on the business and some other factors, but we also like to personally on our team interview the customers of our clients who are getting, personal injury, legal work done, and find out, why did you choose our client? What was the advantages? How did you find them? And so by having ongoing conversations in real time with the market and watching what people are searching for and what conversations are going on, it allows us to be adaptive and pay attention to what's going on in the market, which then means we're bringing in high quality leads at the lowest cost per lead. The second thing that we do that really helps us be successful in consistently driving lead generation for our personal injury attorneys is daily campaign optimization. We have two parts to that are really critical and work well. One is our team manually goes in and reviews accounts on a daily basis to make sure that we're targeting the right things, that the spend is where it should be, that results are happening consistently as they should and as expected. And then the second thing we do is, just for a safety measure and for extra information, we layer on an artificial intelligence tool that monitors everything in real time for us too, and feeds us more suggestions and recommendations. And then we never just blindly do what AI tells us to do, because that would be a disaster, but we're able to take a lot more data and pull the recommendations that make sense based on the market research, based on what our clients shared with us, and we're able to implement those as well. So not only do we have experts that have managed millions of dollars, helping us run accounts and managing, our team managing things on a daily basis, but we also have that extra layer of machine learning and extra information that comes in that helps us continue to stay ahead of the curve. And it actually lowers that cost per lead and lowers the time that it takes for us to manage our clients' accounts, so we can continue to offer them the best possible management fees and costs there as well. The third thing that we always do that really helps us as well is we always get continual feedback from our clients. So they can tell us, hey, of these 10 calls, 7 were great. We're having consultations, or we're moving forward with them. These 3 called for something I don't do. So how did that happen? And so we'll examine the calls, we'll examine the forms that are filled, and we'll look at and find out, how did that person find us? And if for some reason there's a surge in people searching for something and we're coming up for it, and it's not actually something that our client offers, then we'll go in and do negative targeting, so that we're able to say, when somebody searches for this, make sure our client doesn't show up, because we don't want to waste impressions or clicks. We don't want to waste ad dollars that our client's investing and we're managing for them on something that they can't do or are not interested in doing. So with those kind of 3 pieces, continual market research, daily optimization, both human and AI, and then getting continual feedback, those are 3 of the key areas that really help us serve our clients and continue to optimize their cost per lead, so that they get consistent leads, and so that the cost per lead doesn't, blow up and become, cost prohibitive. The other mechanism that we use across all of our projects, not just in personal injury, but for all the clients we serve, is when we're starting out with a new client, we often will have weekly calls to really ramp up quickly. But when a project is going well, we still have bi-weekly calls to make sure we check in with our client. We get real-time feedback. We're having that one-to-one, connection point and conversation. And our client has one point of contact, their primary dedicated project manager, that knows everything about their account, and therefore is able to make sure all of our team members are headed the same direction, and make sure that our client is aware of everything that's going on. And so that's the approach that we use that's really been helpful to us and beneficial as we've gone out and helped our personal injury clients really grow their firms and really attract the right type of clients to their firm that they want to serve. Again, this week, I wanted to just share a bunch of results and kind of our process and the things that we do, so you understand what we believe, so that when you're ready, we would love to serve and work with you. And even if you're working with another firm, you can take some of these principles and make sure that you apply them there and get a ton of value out of the relationship there. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today. I look forward to seeing you on next week's shows.